Welcome back to PI Planning Therapy. So today we're going to talk about a question that comes up a lot. Is my art too big? PI Planning Therapy, where you come for all your help with PI Planning. It's the best therapy you'll ever get, better than drugs. Well, the best way to think about an art is it's a product organization. So it's a value stream, as you know, but let's look at its simplest terms. It's there to support the delivery of a product. And one of the main benefits of its creation is that we're aligning everybody pointing in the same direction on the same product. It doesn't mean it has to be an end-to-end product. It could be the payment system within a larger banking platform. It could be the fulfillment system that you're using in terms of delivering some products you're selling online, or it could be the sort of business intelligence platform that you're using to actually work out what's happening in the market. But the key there, it's a product in the broad term, product or service. It's a single product. So when you look at your art and you see, hey, I've got one team that's doing payments and another one that's doing fulfillment, and I've got another one doing something else, that should set off a little alarm bell. Because it should set an alarm bell off around how to do my value stream mapping, or how to define the product that this art is supposed to work on. Because what's going to happen, and here is a really classic indicator, we want to invite a business person to come along to our PI planning to do the first part and say, hey, guys and girls, you're really important to us. You make a difference to us. These features that you delivered make a difference here. We've been able to improve our market share or improve our efficiency, where we've got shorter driver times in terms of delivering our boxes. Let's say it's Amazon. And all of a sudden you're having trouble doing that because you can't actually find a business person that speaks to the whole audience. You can find a business person that's speaking to your payments or your fulfillment or whatever it is, but you're finding that actually I can't find this one person that speaks to all of them unless I go to the really top of the company. That means your art contains multiple products. Now, an art containing multiple products, it can be done, it can be run. I don't want to go into the details of how that works and how to structure it. You can do that, yes. But it's important that you know whether you're doing that or not. And it's important that whenever you can, you build an art that is aligned to the product. One of the big benefits of Agile, and one of the big benefits of SAFe and having the IP iteration, is the fact that you want to do IP innovation and planning. Now, if you want to do innovation, the great thing that you can do is you can bring different teams together working on the same product and throw like little problems into that pool of people who don't normally work together on a day-to-day basis. And they will come up with innovative ideas on how to solve something. They will say, hey, how about we add this function to the mobile app that we handle out to the drivers? And then they'll be able to see ABC, and it'll be so much better than it was before. But what happens when you have those teams that have nothing to do with each other? Yes, you can do that innovation, but they don't have the context. They'll spend half the time trying to understand what product are we talking about. I mean, I'm in fulfillment. You're talking about payments, or you're talking about the web shop. I'd love to do some innovation with you, and you can do that. But what you lose is that combined vision, that uniformity that you can get for innovation. So the best thing you can do is, if you have a big art and you have maybe 17 teams, and you look inside that art and you actually see there's 3 or 4 groups. So let's break it up into 5 arts. Oh, sorry. Let's break that up into 3 arts, right? 2 of 5 and 1 of 7 or something like that are aligned around the products. So they're focused around the products. So they'll be innovative, creative, committed, aligned to that product. And then when you go along and say, hey, can I have a business person to come and talk? It's easy, because the guy who's responsible for the web shop front end for your international shoe business, for example, can come along and talk exactly about what they need on that web front end and all of the things that they use in that will make a difference. And you can do the same thing with the others. Often the answer I get to that is, oh no, it's so expensive to have multiple RTEs or multiple product managers and things like that. But you actually find in these super big arts, you're actually doing that anyway. You'll have like the one I'm talking about with 17. I think they had 2 or 3 RTEs. Well, they had 1 RTE and 2 sub RTEs taking the workload after the first one. So where's the efficiency there is one thing. The other aspect is one that is really, for me, fundamental to Agile and the understanding of Agile. Agile is focused on timely, effective problem solving, high value problem solving to the business. That's all we care about. We do not care if we're the most efficient organization. We don't care about those things. Those things happen. They're a side effect, but they're not a primary goal. Our primary goal is delivering high value solutions, high value problem solving to the business on a high frequency so that they can move the market, so they can get more market share, they can bring more products out, so they can make a difference. Because ultimately, if you talk about the real world of business, customers don't care. They don't care if you spend $1 on the RTE in terms of proportion of the cost of this product, or you spend $5. They care, have you got the best solution for the problem that I have? Are you bringing me a solution that nobody else can? Because if you're bringing the best solution, man, you're not just going to make those extra couple of dollars back. You're going to make 10 times that. If you're faster to the market than everybody else, you're just going to take market share from everybody else. So instead of being at 10%, you're going to be at 30, 40, 50%. So if we can deliver high value to the clients to solve the customer's problems on a high frequency, the additional cost of a couple of extra RTEs, the additional cost of a couple of extra product managers, that's nothing. And that even applies internally, because the business is looking for us to help them slim down their processes, to simplify their processes, to automate their processes. So if we have to get 3 additional FTEs in order to enable us to increase their efficiency instead of 5% a year, 10% a year, and you're talking about the efficiency of a business organization with 200 people in it, you're going to get your FTEs back in your first year and just build on and on and on that anyway. So the high value focus, and the reason that you want to have your arts really focused around products, is timeliness of solutions, value of solutions to your clients. That's what makes a difference in the modern business world. It is not about efficiency. It is not about cost. You'll get your efficiency, I guarantee it, but you won't get timely delivery of value. You won't get differentiating delivery of value if you focus on efficiency as your goal. So that's an important part of, are your arts too big? They need to be focused on the product, and you can easily see that when you're trying to set up your PI planning. So next week, we're going to talk about, why are my teams having so much trouble getting their engine started and planning? You know, we do these great presentations, there's so much motivation, and they go away and then they just sit around their desk or stand next to each other on a whiteboard drawing stuff and pulling people in and getting the architecture and getting the product manager and getting the coffee lady or whoever they need, and they just talk and nothing appears on the wall. Let's talk about that next time on PI Planning Therapy, where we can share a bottle of whiskey and cry and just generally have a great time sharing how we feel in our therapy session about our PI planning.